Hi everybody, it's Holly from Visit Brainerd, and today we are at Safari North Wildlife Park. I'm here with owner Kevin Vogel. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit how you can love Brainerd like a local. There is so much activity going on right now. We're just 3 weeks before opening for the season. There's a lot of activity going on here. We're going to kind of do a little Q&A with Kevin and just kind of talk about a little bit of the history, what goes on here at the park, and maybe some fun facts that you guys don't know about yet. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started in this field? Because it's not just for your average person.
Well, first, thanks for coming, Holly.
Sure.
Thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I got started when I was probably right around 12 years old. I was helping my dad in the field, the fall field work, and he asked me what he owed me for helping him in the fall, and I said I want a pet raccoon. So we were able to find a local game farm, buy a legally purchased raccoon.
He agreed to it?
Yeah, he did. Well, it was cheap, better than paying me. So
okay, cool.
So and that's how I got started. I was first with a pet raccoon, and then all of a sudden you got a ferret and a fox and a deer, and 40 years later, here you are.
40 years later, here you are. So you started on a small farm. This is just the craziest little story for me. What's your acreage out here?
We have 43 acres.
43 acres, and you have a few more animals than a raccoon.
Yeah, we have about 125, 130 different species, birds, animals.
From all over the world.
From all over the world.
So this is an adventure for the family to come out, not like anywhere around here.
No, there's nothing like it anywhere, especially now that we're adding, the new features that we're adding this year.
So speaking of that, when you started here, when you opened the park, what year was that?
2014.
Man, you have done a ton of work.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of fencing and the buildings. No, also I just know this because I've known you since you kind of got here. Mm-hmm. When you got here, your hometown was in Sanborn,
yes.
Minnesota.
Yep.
So your animals were there in the wintertime. You had to move them.
We did. We were kind of in two locations at that time because we didn't have enough buildings here to keep like the monkeys and the kangaroos, the stuff that needed heat. So my kids were in school back home yet. So once we closed, my wife and the kids would go back to Sanborn.
That's right.
And then when we closed the zoo in the end of September, then we would move a lot of the animals back to Sanborn. And then my wife was there all winter with the animals and the kids, and then I stayed up here all winter taking care of the animals that we had here, and we did that for about 4 years.
It's quite the process.
It was.
I don't think a lot of people understand. I mean, I think they get that it's a lot of work to do this type of thing, but I don't think like the family dynamic.
Sacrifices.
Yes. I mean, it's a huge deal. It's a 4-year process, and now you guys have come so far,
mm-hmm.
and you have created this fantastic atmosphere here. It's just unbelievable. Some of the things that I think people also need to understand is that this is more than just animals.
Yeah, it's fun for any age,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the animals are the main attraction, but we have the gemstone mining sluice and
there's like hands-on activities.
yes, and you can feed the giraffes, ride a camel, you can go in with the tortoises, you can go in with white-tailed deer and feed the white-tailed deer.
Petting zoo.
Yeah, there's so much other interaction that you can do.
Parakeet encounter is another one.
Yes.
But how long does it take an average family of 4 to get through the park? Which I know is a totally hard question.
Yeah, it varies a little bit, but you're going to spend a couple hours here for sure.
Okay, I think that's fair. Oh my gosh, there's so much information that as you guys are walking through the park, there's signage and it explains about the animals. There's just so much to know, right?
Yeah.
So we're standing actually in front of the lions. The lions are new.
The lions will be new this year.
So these guys haven't been seen by the general public yet.
No, we had them last year because that's when we got them, and you could maybe see them from a distance,
Sure.
but they're going to be on exhibit this year.
So speaking of exhibit, also one of the new features that are going to be a part of Safari North this year is this awesome train that you guys have.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the train and what's going to be happening?
Well, we're very excited to have this train. It's something that we wanted to do since we opened, and it's called Expedition Safari. So it's going to be a train ride on a 10-acre safari train ride, and you're going to be able to see the lions from the train, hyenas. We're going to have different monkeys, but also one of the cool things is out in the grassland, roaming free. You know, we're going to have zebras and wildebeest and different antelope and water buffalo, and we got the ostrich and emu and rheas, and so there's gonna be a lot of animals you'll be able to see from the comfort of the train ride,
which is so great. I can imagine that families who just maybe need to get off their feet for a little bit hop on this cool little train ride. So when you're on the train, you're going to be able to see a different part of the park that you wouldn't be able to see when you're on foot.
Yes.
So
one of the questions people ask, the train ride does not go through the whole park. So it's the safari train ride is kind of a separate from the park itself.
And the train ride itself is going to be 15 to 20 minutes,
yep,
something like that.
We're working on that,
okay.
Yeah. But around 15-minute train ride is what we're
And it's
for.
going to, there probably going to be some talking during, so you guys can just kind of give the guests. Yes, narrate, thank you. How many people can fit on the train?
Between 30 to 40.
So cool.
Yeah.
So we're so excited to have this here. Just another new feature. I don't even know what you're going to come up with next. I really don't know what more could happen out here. Tell us a little bit about the hours of operation.
So we opened May 8th, and we're open this year till October 3rd, I believe it is, the first Sunday in October. I think it's the 3rd. And the hours are 7 days a week, 9 to 6.
Crazy. Busy place out here. How many staff do you have out here?
In the wintertime, you know, we're down to about 5 full-time staff to feed the animals all winter. And
so that seems like an incredibly low amount of staff considering the amount of animals that have to be fed. You guys have to understand that the park isn't open year-round, but the animals still are here and they need tending.
24, yeah. I mean, yeah. But, you know, a lot of them are condensed into the barns,
sure.
So it's not spread over the 43 acres. So it makes it a little
sense.
bit, you know, easier. And then in the summertime when we're open, you know, we're around 25 staff.
Okay, well that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yes.
We were lucky enough to kind of do a little backyard tour before, and we were shown a cooler full of meat.
Oh, yeah.
That blew me away, but the animals got to eat, right?
Animals got to eat. Yeah, we feed about 100 pounds of meat a day. Equivals out to about 35,000 pounds a year of meat.
That is crazy.
That we just go through. Yeah. So
it's crazy to me, but to Kevin and his family and the crew out here, it's just another day
another day.
Yeah, at the office, right?
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
So not only is the train new this year, but let's talk a little bit about a new added feature also, the rides.
Yeah, it's going to be called Safari Wild, and we have contracted in with another company, and they are going to be bringing out approximately, we don't have everything quite worked out yet, but about 7 amusement rides, and there's going to be some kiddie rides, mainly kiddie rides, and then we're working on a big Ferris wheel, and then another ride for teenagers and stuff.
Okay, gosh, so exciting. So that might extend your 2-hour stay.
It might just a little bit, yes. So, and but I think we're really excited. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah,
and
for
it
sure.
should be just a lot more fun.
I think everybody needs to come out here for.
So do I.
Yeah. To spend the day and to learn a little bit about all the animals in the world, right? I mean, where else can you take in all the information and take in all the experiences except for right here at Safari North? So there you go, you guys. Opening up May 8th. We expect to see you come in droves to come to the park. What's the admission fee?
$17.99 for adults this year, and children are $12.99.
Not bad for all the experience that you can spend, and really you can spend all day out here.
You spend we have people that spend here all day out here.
So.
And then, you know, if you're local or come up every weekend to your cabin, season pass is a great value.
That's right.
You got unlimited admissions. You get $1 off the draft, $1 off the camel. It'll be $1 off the train ride, 10% off gift shop. So it's a really good value to buy the season pass.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Exactly, especially if you have a few kids.
Yeah, right, for sure.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's not just for kids.
No, it's for everybody. Yep. Any age.
Okay, you guys, so there you have it. That is just one more way of how you can love Brainerd like a local. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.